Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat. Welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be back with y'all today, and I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Brayherd, and congratulations on winning the crown of Firstendom. You have won the crown of banana coins. I don't know how much a banana coin is worth, or if it's even made of gold, or if it's just shiny. But congratulations, it is yours. Yeah, we're going to be playing more Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 today. I've made the executive decision that we're going to be playing on my completed save to do the secret levels. It'll be easier to get there and whatnot. But also, if I decide that they're just too much trouble for what they're worth, we can skip over them and go straight to the secret boss. Because I do actually want to play 3 on stream at some point. And by some point, I mean, like, now. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get on into it. Audio. Oy vey. More like Audie, no. Well played, Kit. There we go. Audio's not compromising. Well, that's probably why it fits in so well. Okay, so first secret level we have to do is in Gloomy Gulch. This is the easier of the 2 we have to do today. This level is based around barrels you can control with your D-pad. That's it. That's the level. I think this is one of the easier secret levels. Although if you don't go fast enough, that happens. We were right at the halfway point, too. That's, I actually practiced that earlier. Like, just before I went live, I practiced the first half of this level, and I did it flawlessly. Not so much. Shit. What? Practice makes prefect. Wait. No! I screwed that up. I didn't hold the jump button. I'll never beat the world record at this pace. How's everyone's day going? Everyone having a good day? I got breakfast with one of my brothers. Went to a local place called The Smith. I had a very good breakfast sandwich and way too many potatoes. And you may say, no, there's no such thing. No, this was a mountain of potatoes. Very good. I saw them and I decided, no, there's... I don't know how I zagged back like that. That was weird. But I decided, surely I will not eat all these potatoes. By the end of the meal, I had eaten all the potatoes. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. Make them into a supercomputer. These were home fries, and they were nice and crispy and had a nice seasoning on them. There we go. Excellent boil. No, I got nothing. Oh, no! Everything's fine. Perfectly normal human noises. Ah. Well, wouldn't that be a book then? Not a movie? Plus, which version of Pride and Prejudice? Okay, I think we've seen enough of that level. We were basically at the end. And now, what I think is the hardest level in the game. Because you have to play as all the animal companions. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? Honestly, a fairly lame, just cash grab. Oh! Forgot those guys explode into spikes. That's how that's actually supposed to go. It's not in Pride and Prejudice. No, I feel in Pride and Prejudice they'd probably say something else. What lovely curry. Ah! Dang it. If I could swim around it. So every day you have to kind of take it slow as En God, the French swordfish. Hey, Britt. Donk, donk. Yeah, haven't seen you around much. I'm guessing you've been pretty busy with life. Life be like that sometimes. This is the hardest part. You have to go through vines. Like, first as Squid or the Spider. You can only really go up. You can't... There's no good way to go down with the platforms. And then, you get to play as Squawks. And there's wind! Relatively busy, special craziness. Up here is every night. Able to be on my phone and there. Yeah. There's life. But good to see you today. Oh, that was so rude. Hey, Craig. So yeah, that's that level. It's a pain. I'm not playing all of it right now. F. Hey, Calmage. Fish, 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 fish. How's your son doing, Calmage? Those are such tight windows. Oh, I forgot about how that one works. In-laws I'm at the moment. Then for us, so assume that's good. No news is good news. Things are good. Work has been super great. Work's been really good. Spiritually been great. Lots of consolation. Pretty consistent with. Hey, that's awesome. That's good to hear, Britt. The cat was curled up around him, purring. Aww. He'll have toxoplasmosis in no time. Rotda. Good, I didn't need to fly. No, I need to fly. There's no secret level here. Yeah, today's gospel is an interesting one because it showcases Herod, and, you know, we want our villains to be, and our good guys to be black and white, and Herod kind of challenges that, because here he is, openly saying, I beheaded John the Baptist, and also like, who's this preaching guy? And also he was curious about the preaching of John the Baptist. And so he really kind of showcases in some ways that no one is beyond God's love, first and foremost. But we, unlike Herod, we go beyond just being curious and we enter into a relationship. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, I thought I could duck under that. Wow. 2 tries. That was really good. I don't think I've ever done that fight so fast. Unfortunately, you only have to get him once, but still, it's he's got those tricky patterns. Nice going, kid. Plus, we'll get to see the thing where we have now all the coins that we magically got. Let's get out of this miserable dump. Yeah. Back to see me again, eh? Sonny, let's see if you've improved your hero status, shall we? I'm not afraid to admit it, Diddy, my boy. Even I'm wrong occasionally. And the island of Splod. But K. Rool sails out of there so he can become a mad scientist. Sure, why not? So yeah, that's on Country 2. Woo! Could have done that last week if I had been playing better. I actually have to power down the console and pull out the cartridge. What kind of 90s technology is this? It's so futuristic. Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. That's not a pun. The last one was a pun. It was Diddy's Conquest. No! I don't want to erase Derpy. They're... Father Evan. As much as I do have troubles with this game and its design, I'll give it this. It does have a nice open world. Hello there, it's me, Mrs. Wrinkly Kong. I've found life too hectic at the school with all those naughty crumblings. If you need to save your game, Dixie called here anytime. Also, you may notice she actually has an N64 next to her. This game came out like 6 months before the N64. Do keep a lookout for the banana birds. They're ever such nice company. Hello there, young Dixie. My name's Bazaar, and this is my general store. Some might call it a bazaar. All my brothers are scattered over these islands. Pop in and say hello if you meet them on your travels. Another day, bye. Hey, you just have a really nice day now, Dixie, you hear? Yeah, there's a whole, like, trading side quest that you can do in this game. Yo, Dixie, what's happening? I've set up my smoking new boat shop, and that's on this island. I've also brought along your excellent cousin Kitty Kong, along for the ride. He may be a toddler, but if you let him throw you upwards, you'll almost reach the sky. And if you throw him, his humongous body can smash through the floor. Let's play Simon Says. Gotta free those banana birds. Grandma Kong wants some. But yeah, if you do like the whole side quest thing of the trading, it's very complicated actually. But it does get you some secret levels. But like, here's my problem. Like, look at these enemy designs. Why did they have to change? Like, you already had a rat model. You already had a Kremling model. Like... Poor sounds. What kind of memory is... Oh, wait. What was it? Huh? It's probably running on this kind of memory. Man, imagine what you could do with 64K of memory. Green bananas. Another green banana. Another day older. What does it get you, man? I don't know how much this was shown outside of the New York tri-state area, but my church's choir sang at the general audience yesterday. Like, during the motorcade section. It was pretty awesome. But they got to have, like, a special spot outside of the usual area, like, on the steps of St. Peter's, and got to sing a unique hymn that was composed just for the occasion. And I got to see it on the news last night. It's like, oh, that's pretty neat. Not news in Utah? Well, that doesn't surprise me. But I don't know, maybe folks saw it online. Burkadoo! Difference between the cope and the humeral veil. It's always seemed that the humeral veil is fine to move the Luna, but you need the cope for the monstrance. You think there's a hair for extra vestments when getting close proximity to handling the host. Yeah, so those two vestments actually evolve separately. Because the humeral veil evolves actually originally not out of a sense of sanctity, but out of a way of keeping vessels clean from oils on people's hands. So a more practical thing. It comes to symbolize sort of that the humility of not touching the Luna or monstrance. But that's a later development. The cope actually comes earlier, and it's actually basically it's meant to serve just during processions originally. So as those two unique vestments kind of existed and then were brought together in the practice of adoration, they became sort of tied together, especially visually in their designs, but Latin vestments are easier to pronounce. I mean, generally, Epitrachelian's not an easy one. The Greek names do tend to be pretty complicated. All right, you take care, Kit. Good to see ya. Hey, Quacksplat. You hear I'm live with stuff? I would never. Hey, Mesozoic Mind, good to see you. I am going bananas. I'm going banana birds. Yeah, no, with my live notification, I had like the generic one for a while, and then like I tried modifying it, but it was like, oh, every day it just got to be too much, and so I was just like, that's the most generic thing I can write. That's still kind of funny. Turns out the answer is live with things and stuff. How goes your writing, Mesozoic Mind? Did the vampire originate to protect the mitre and crozier from oils for reverence? No, not for reverence. Again, that's it's out of practicality. Vimpa and it's the same kind of idea as the humoral veil of like, because especially, you know, think in the Middle Ages, when laundering isn't quite the same, and you probably only have the one crozier and the one mitre. You want to do something to make sure that it stays, you know, unsoiled. Just finished first draft of a short story today. Hey, that's awesome. Rude. Yeah, usually a lot of stuff in the history of vestments can be summed up as, well, this started out as a practical thing and then became symbolic. You know, that doesn't undermine its symbolic value. It's just, you know, the chasuble is probably the exception. That was actively chosen for its symbolic value, although even then it did historically start as something more basic, because it's a raincoat originally. But it had become, by the time the church was around in the first few centuries, the chasuble had become a symbol of power and authority of the Senate, so Greek vestments are at least easy to understand if they're difficult to pronounce. Knee thing hangs by your knee, around the neck thing goes around your neck, shoulder thing hangs from your shoulder. It's true, the direct literal translations, and maybe that's why they keep the Greek names. Oh, what are those? Oh, those are my wrist things. Huh. Yeah. Epimanica sounds much better. It is Epimanica, right? It's something like that. The two I remember most easily are Epitrachelian and Babylonian. But yeah, it's like, where did the Amish come from? Oh, it was there to keep sweat and stuff off of the main alb. Where did the maniple come from? Oh, it was either a handkerchief or a thing to hold the handkerchief. Oh, where did the cincture come from? It's a belt. Enemies in this game make the same grunt noise when they die. Not complaining, I think it's hilarious. Yeah. Honestly, this whole series, it's the one sound. They had it figured out. They're like, we have the perfect sound. Yes, as an elephant, we are afraid of mice, but only if we can see them. I have no idea what happened there. Currently wondering whose job it is to polish the silver papal ferulas. The papal sacristan. Now, the sacristy at St. Peter's is pretty well equipped to handle all sorts of things. It's massive. Wait, I need this. And a pope or an archpriest somewhere had a great sense of humor, because as you leave the sacristy, so let's say you're in a group of priests concelebrating or attending some sort of sacred function at St. Peter's, the first altar you see is the altar of the lie, which depicts the death of Ananias and his wife from Acts. The Gale is home! Hey, that's fantastic. So glad to hear that. Also, first! Home Springs Eternal, Bad Roxy. Good to see you. Glad he's home safely. Yeah. We've missed him much with every shot so far. Looking at options for scripture reflection in October. How would you explain your remain in me and my words remain in you? Ask whatever you want, it will be done to you, especially in our absence prayers go unanswered. Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of the tricky part, but it does come down to an understanding of, like, well, if your will is in union with God's, then you'll want what God wants. Is that Elroy the elephant? It should be. So, we know about monkeys in a barrel. But what if monkeys bought a barrel? Ah! Do you want to throw it? Yeah, no, I think you're on I think that is a perfectly valid way to interpret it. If you had 1 million monkeys, at least one would try to buy a barrel. Man, if I had a barrel selling business and there were monkeys around, I could probably make so many bananas. Maybe I'll try that down to Wall Street sometime. Only banana bushes can make bananas? Well, that may be, but the monkeys may have the bananas and give me the bananas. Banana. Monkeys are stealing my barrels? Said in the same intonation as, bread makes you fat? Money business. Oh. Recipe for banana step 1. Ba-ban. Well, I think monkey business and money business are really much the same thing. No, monkey! It's okay. We're gonna only get to the regular boss. We'll not get to the secret boss. I've never actually beaten this game 103% because there is a secret level that's just a pain in the butt. Also, this is a race against a cloud of angry red dots. This is number 3. One you play as Donkey Kong and Diddy. 2 you play as Diddy and Trixie. 3 you play as Trixie and Kitty. Yeah, this is Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have both now been kidnapped. Who could have done it? No one knows. What? Rude. Bowser, he's a kidnapper. Oh. Think you should convince my boss that I do work and just watch you play games. This is professional development. I mean, yes, I wouldn't be. I'm not saying it isn't. It's kind of like how I have to explain what I do to my brothers. They're like, they don't get it sometimes. Ong. Speak more Latin on stream. That would require me to know more Latin. I know, like, the bare minimum. As I have discussed at other times on stream, I spent more time studying ancient Ethiopian than I did Latin. Yeah, exactly. You should. Well, explain what a burkadoo is to your boss. No, I was. There we go. Ba-bam-bam. Ba-dam. Ba-dam. Yeah, exactly. It also is networking. I love them getting screen tearing on this game. Oh no, we have missed a rat. We must go find rat. There's rat. Boss works remotely all but one day. Just kind of chilling. Yeah, that's mood. Hashtag me on Friday. I'm the only one in the office on Friday. And it's very hard on Friday to be motivated. Bird. Bird became balloon. Arachnophobia warning, I guess. Also, for the boss of this world. That one might actually be more concerning for some people, because it's kind of an ugly thing. Boing. I'm surprised I haven't seen a single DK barrel lately. There we go. There's always one at the halfway point, but there's usually at least one more somewhere in between. Baloney. I don't know why she rolled there. I didn't remove my thumb from the button. Maybe the controller's getting old. It is 20, 30-ish years old. Oh yeah, this one. Another thing that annoys me about this game is there's this, like, arbitrary ability of the elephant. There we go. It's L. To suck up water and to spit it out, but it only gets used in certain levels. So, I don't know. It's a little weird. No, I landed on the barrel. Disagree. Oh, the slowdown is real. Oh no, there's 3 sprites on the screen. What are we gonna do? Quick, Ram, panic. All right. Giant spider warning. No, let me... Thank you. Let me switch. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I strongly disagree and would like to express my concerns in a formal written way to the president of Donkey Kong Country. What? I hate this fight without Trixie, because Baby Kong doesn't throw directly up. Kind of throws at a weird angle, but it puts you in danger of the feet! Have you ever just been demolished by a spider's pedipalps? Just asking. I jumped over it! The bosses in this game are terrible. They have wonky hitboxes and... They're messes, chat. They're messes. Oh, I just remembered the snowman boss. Oh. No! See, you have to jump to dodge things, but then if you jump, you're gonna hit his feet. What? Acau baloney. Now it'll spit out some goo. What kind of goo does a spider spit? That was baloney! It was indeed. It was pure weapons grade baloney-tum. There we go. Funky, give me better boat. Whoa, a patch? Yeah, it's a pair of band-aids. It's just what I needed. Hang on for just a couple of seconds, Dixie, and I'll get this cool new tub for you to rub a dub. What? Yeah, if it weren't for the green stuff, it wouldn't be so frustrating. Hovercraft. Well, as the classic Monty Python line goes, my hovercraft is full of eels. Okay, so do we do the waterfall level, or do we do the industry level? Let's do Mechanos. Whoa, dude, check out that Mode 7. Yeah, apparently the industry here is, owls making flaming hot Cheeto orbs. Now I want flaming hot Cheetos. Which don't really have a flavor profile other than capsaicin. Bum, 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 bum. Osh would like to have a word with management. Violation. Surely it would be Owl Shop if everyone who works here is an owl. I like to imagine that we are, like, these are just the owls who work here, and just a pair of monkeys have broken in. They're like, what? Monkeys aren't supposed to be here. I'd like to see the monkey Zadosha do this. Reminds me of that footage I saw some dude climb into the elephant enclosure at the zoo. Till everyone was thinking, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Yeah, the elephant's probably like, you're not the one who brings the snacks. You're not the one who brings watermelon. I like the videos of very large mammals, like hippopotami and elephants, just enjoying a nice watermelon, just a whole watermelon, just like it's candy. I saw you, cousin, but I could not get to you. That was so poorly timed. I jumped! I'm trying to remember what the boss of this area is, and I got nothing. So I guess we'll find out together. Tapir's eating a banana. I haven't seen that. I need to check that out. It's how you know you're getting older. You're just like, oh man, video of Tapir's eating bananas. Auto scrollers. Everyone hates them. Going on a holy hour. Sounds nice. I can't think of any prayer intentions. But I feel like there should be one, but I can't think of it. Fortunately, God knows. There we go. Gronk. Yeah, that last level is really just... It just requires a lot of focus. Oh, those are spicy barrels. I do not want to jump on a spicy barrel. Hey, a squirrel. Doing just fine. How about yourself? Tired, but waking up. Did you just wake up from a nap, or did you just wake up from a long sleep? Are you Rip Van Winkle? Now, about 2.5 hour nap. That is a most excellent nap. It's the kind of nap where you wake up and you're like, what year is it, man? Got only 3 hours of sleep last night. Ooh, that is rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Then yeah, that kind of nap is necessary. Hope you get better sleep tonight. It's your fault. I'm trying to think. Is there like a new game that just came out? What? Just YouTube machine who does magic? Yeah. Yeah. So what were you watching on YouTube last night? I don't know, man. I started out just watching, like, video game reviews, and, like, somehow I wound up learning Akkadian and how to file a complaint about copper. Currently looking through a journal called Theological Librarianship. It's a very specific title, and I totally get why it is. But that is also very specific. Jenna couldn't tell you what I was watching last night. That's fair. I was just making a joke about the algorithm and the way it, like... can take you on some really odd tangents. Ah! The timing on that's tough. Does journals sound interesting? To a certain kind of person. Landing on these guys' launcher, it like bounces you sometimes, and that's what's throwing me off. So I'm trying to jump, and it's like, haha, but what if? That was close. What? He respawned. Yeah, I jumped into that one. I'll take the blame there. I need a haircut, chat. Oh, that was baloney. What year did I first start streaming? 2022. October. Oh, baloney. So rude. We're actually celebrating the anniversary next month in Minecraft. I think it was October 16th, I want to say. Like the 16th or 18th, sometime mid-October. At what point would you say you started having an active chat? I was actually very blessed to have an active chat from the get-go. Step Zero had a number of friends who were streamers themselves and were interested and helped support me in the early days by hanging out in chat. As well as my friend Gail. And then a few people at the church I know joined and followed the channel in the early days and hung out a little bit more back then. Tried to get someone to come back to the channel to hang out a little more often just because they're fun. Are these friends still with us? Oh yeah. They still follow the channel. They haven't been active in chat in some time. You know, that's how it goes with Twitch. People come, people go. Did the channel go through a quiet period? Sorry. I mean, there's definitely been quieter times, and like even back then, it's not like I had like 20 people, but you know, I had some people to help sort of seed the field, as it were. And then Kit's been there basically from the beginning, so yeah, I was very, very lucky, very blessed in the start of the channel, honestly. Like, I know for some people, reaching affiliate, which has gotten easier now since I did it, but the hard part for them was often the concurrent viewer average. Whereas my roadblock was just hitting the 50 followers at the time. Yeah, the day the Pope got elected, chat was popping. That was a lot of fun. And I think a lot of folks, I mean, we were waiting for it, but I think also sort of as the priest in a large part of the community here, a lot of folks were just like, well, I'm going to tune into that coverage. So like I got to announce Haven Miss Papa in P. Tony's chat and a couple other chats, and they all just were like, they started to pull it up and they're like, no, we're just gonna raid into Father Evan instead. Just, we need like a horse. Yeah, me peeing out the words white smoke. I did that on my Discord. I was like, white smoke! Most of us didn't realize Father Evan was at the conclave. A voting member. Yeah, a voting member hanging out from New York City. Actually, here's a fun fact. The Pope has the right to name any male member of the church a cardinal. Like, that's the requirement. You don't have to be ordained. You can have that. Like, normally if you become a cardinal, you were ordained a bishop, but you can have all of that dispensed. But the Pope also has the ability to name a cardinal in peccator, in secret. So if it's like, you know, someone, and this happened especially with communist Russia, is that certain bishops were named cardinal in peccator by the popes, but they weren't necessarily ever informed about it until the Soviet Union collapsed, because, you know, if it's going to make someone a higher political target. But yeah, technically, so we don't know how many cardinals there are ultimately. It's kind of a fun little thing. For all I know, I could be a cardinal. It's not likely, but it's technically, theoretically possible. Aren't there like deacon cardinals? So cardinal deacon is not part of order. It's rank. So the cardinals are broken up into 3 colleges. The cardinal deacons, the cardinal priests, and the cardinal bishops. The cardinal bishops is the smallest of the group. That is traditionally just like the 7 bishops who help run Rome, as well as patriarchs of both the East and the West. But yeah, cardinal deacons are, for the most part, are actually still bishops themselves, but they use that same terminology to like denote their ranking. The papal election was the most hectic and chaotic 3 hours of your career. Yeah, that's papal election in the Catholic news world. Oh yeah, it's a robot. I call shenanigans. He sniped me. Imagine going from bishop to deacon. Oh, the downgrade. Well, actually, historically at papal liturgies, the deacons assisting the Pope at the chair would be cardinal deacons. And so what you'd see is they'd actually be there, vested as deacons, but also with a mitre. Ah. Being the only member of communications team in the office as well. Dang, I didn't know you were the only. I bonked him. I disagree. Look at that totally tubular face under there. It's the 90s. Everything's radical. Does not compute. Quick, record a video about the new Pope. We don't know who the new Pope is. We just know there is one. Record it. Record it quickly. Yeah, I totally get it. I was a mad scramble to go live. Sorry, Blue. I thought you were an actual level, not part of the side quest. Monkey. Man, the boss of this area. Ugh. Like, here we are, an underwater level, and the music isn't nearly as good as the underwater level from 1 or the vines from 2. Hey, Squirrel Itch, gifting a sub. Big kidneys. Oh man. No, that's more stoner. Hold on. Running low on water. Man, Jesus commanded us to walk on the water. These monkeys swim, but they don't quite get it, man. Ah, wouldn't it just be totally awesome if you just like walked out onto the water. It's a little hard to do today. I don't know why. Some days it's better than others. Yep. Oh, I disagree. How long is this going for? As long as I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like it's been drifting more into like stoner / surfer lately, and I need to practice to put it back to youth pastor. Like, it's a fine line in between the two, which is kind of weird. You say youth pastor just sounds like hippie not a nom guy? Oh, I mean, that's kind of the joke. Is that that's what a lot of youth pastors sound like. Because it sounds like a little hippie, a little, like, trying too hard to be cool and hip with the youths. Whoa. You were shredding some gnarly stuff out there, my dude. Totally sick vibes in that skate. Got a great line going, buddy. You know who else has a great line going? Jesus. And his line is love, and it's love for you. You're not making Jesus better, you're making rock and roll worse. Hey, if you want a really fun Christian rock band, I thoroughly enjoy Five Iron Frenzy. And they also have many songs calling out the Christian music industry for precisely that. And also for selling out and not truly living the gospel. So they're willing to punch at both sides. I think Brayhard's been watching the new season. He's been making propane jokes in Discord, so... I love the only song of theirs I know is Battle Dancing Unicorns with Glitter. That song is a banger. If I could sing like they do, I would totally just belt out the chorus, but... I save all of you from my singing voice. If it can be called such a thing. Except for the times that I do just randomly start singing things. Oh, did I put that on the playlist? That sounds like something I'd do. I've mostly been listening to the Claire Obscure soundtrack as of late. It is so good. And itself has so many lovely little Easter eggs, like the use of Oxyton in it is really cool. There are 3 songs in it that are each a life for blank. What is a life for loving you, a life for painting, and a life for remember, I forget what the last one is. They are all 11 minutes. On the nose. What is 11 times 3? I jumped! Drink from the Chalice of Blood by Horde. I have not heard of that, but I need to check it out, because if it's Christian, I can guess what it's about, and that's kind of a really cool way to put it. Which reminds me, actually, the male singer that appears on Claire Obscure's well, one of the male singers that appears on Claire Obscure's soundtrack, but he shows up for the 3 A Life For songs, is part of a Christian metal band in France. Yeah, John Dreadcorn's death was very tragic. I cannot make that jump. Hey, Mithril. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm struggling on overly simple jumps. This is not the way. That's the way. I forget how to get that one, and I don't care. Calmate, you are learning a lot of terrible news. That is not new news, but new to you. That is fair. That it's kind of like a lot to take in. R.I.P. indeed. R.I.P. just like the frame rate here. This game would run better if it had the blast processing of the Genesis. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Blast processing was a nonsensical phrase, and also the Genesis is actually less powerful than the Super Nintendo. Anyway. Also, the Super Nintendo outsold the Sega Genesis nearly 3-1. But it did have blast processing. You had a Genesis? I mean, to be fair, it's actually not a bad system at all. But I just find it funny that sometimes people still try to defend that the Genesis is better than the Super Nintendo. And it's like, sorry, objectively, it wasn't. It's still good. And it did have some very fun exclusive games beyond just Sonic. I mean, Sonic being the most obvious of them, but... Gonna have to hop off? Okay, Britt, you take care. Hope you have a good rest of your day. You're earning UNC status for that. Oh. Seriously? Oh, a Game Gear. Oh, that's somehow even... Man, that thing chewed through batteries. You posted several black metal Christian songs. Are you trying to corrupt the youths? Oh yeah, this one. You have to feed the fish that's following you, otherwise he'll get angry and eat monkey. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention to my fish. No, don't eat the shellfish. You don't like the shellfish. You get upset when you eat the shellfish. And we're done with the level. I always have... their underwater levels have just, like, anticlimactic ends. Okay, here's the boss. It's... giant crab face in the rock. Prepare to go in lots of circles. You had a bunch of long-haired, bearded men who lived together. I didn't think it was going to keep going. I like to be alone in nature most of the time. The main thing they do is involve seeing you two possibilities. Well, they also wear a lot of black. I hear that's a commonality. So chat, I'm gonna show my ignorance here. Is it a bad thing to be unk? No, it just means you're old. Oh, okay. So yes. Lol. Hey, Inca. Oh boy, I love not getting any hits on the boss because my character wouldn't turn around. It's an insult that you're out of touch. Oh. I just like that the crab is defeated. There are worse things than being out of touch. Yeah, I mean, I've been out of touch my whole life. My mother-in-law said Black Sabbath is not church-approved music for a baby. Well, I mean, probably not for baby. Go wait until like 5. It's a little tonally complicated. Woo! You found 2 skis. I'm gonna make a jet ski out of it. And just like that, we have a jet ski. Which, as we all know, jet skis can go up waterfalls. But cannot land. Look at the banana birds. Let's save. Wow, 31%, that's pretty good. That is where we're going to call it for the day. It's a nice endpoint, having just beaten that boss. So thanks so much for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. It's been good to be with y'all today, and I hope you have a good rest of your day and a great weekend. Join us again on Monday, starting Kingdom Hearts Recoded. I have promised I would do that from day 1 of streaming. I finally have to do it. Pray for me. No, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Tuesday, maybe the Didactic Jesus game. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll figure something out by Tuesday. Midweek Minecraft might actually, since next week is October. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's next week, October. We might start working on the annual creative build. In commemoration of year 3. Yeah. And then Thursday, more Donkey Kong Country 3. Keep playing this. Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think there's any bonus streams coming up right now, but thank you to everyone who's liked, followed, subscribed, given bits, given subs, all that good jazz. Thank you for checking out the YouTube and the Discord, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. And let's see who's live that we can raid into. I'm going to send you on over to Pre-Pony. She is apparently 1 follower away from 2K. So if you're not following Pre-Pony, go follow Pre-Pony. Yeah. Anyway, hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. God bless.